Moses had spent many years in the land of Midian, living as a shepherd and caring for the flocks of his father-in-law, Jethro. The prince of Egypt had become a humble shepherd in the wilderness. Day after day, he led the sheep across the rocky hills and dry valleys. One day, while tending the flock near Mount Horeb, the mountain of God, Moses saw something extraordinary. A bush was burning with fire, yet it was not consumed. The flames danced among the branches, but the bush remained unharmed. Amazed by this strange sight, Moses said to himself, "I will go over and see this great wonder, why the bush does not burn up." As he drew near, God called to him from the midst of the fire, saying, "Moses! Moses!" Trembling, Moses answered, "Here I am." God said, "Do not come any closer. Take off your sandals, for the place where you are standing is holy ground." Then the Lord revealed himself as the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Moses immediately hid his face because he was afraid to look upon God. The Lord told Moses that he had seen the suffering of the Israelites in Egypt and had heard their cries. For many years his people had groaned under slavery, but now the time for deliverance had come. Then God gave Moses an incredible mission. He said, "Come, I will send you to Pharaoh so that you may bring my people, the Israelites, out of Egypt." Moses was overwhelmed. He could not understand why God would choose him for such an enormous task. "Who am I," he asked, "that I should go to Pharaoh and bring the Israelites out of Egypt?" But God reassured him, saying, "I will be with you." Still uncertain, Moses asked what he should tell the Israelites if they asked for God's name. God replied, "I am who I am. Tell them that I am has sent you." Yet Moses feared that the people would not believe him. To strengthen his faith, God gave him miraculous signs. First, God told Moses to throw down his shepherd's staff. The moment it touched the ground, it became a serpent. Moses jumped back in fear. But God commanded him to take the serpent by the tail. When he obeyed, it became a staff once again. Next, God told Moses to place his hand inside his cloak. When he pulled it out, his hand was covered with leprosy, white as snow. Then God instructed him to put it back into his cloak. When he removed it again, it was completely healed. Finally, God told Moses that if the people still refused to believe, he could take water from the Nile and pour it onto the ground, and it would become blood. Even after seeing these miracles, Moses remained afraid. He told God that he was not eloquent and did not speak well. He feared standing before Pharaoh, the most powerful ruler in the world. But God reminded Moses that he had created the mouth of man and promised to help him speak. When Moses continued to hesitate, God appointed his brother Aaron to help him. Aaron would speak to the people and to Pharaoh on Moses' behalf. With renewed courage, Moses prepared to leave Midian. Taking his family and carrying the staff of God in his hand, he began the long journey back to Egypt.